like to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole...
Tonight, it's Madden NFL.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs with a milestone career touchdown number 100, joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, this defense for the Bills, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Stephon Diggs, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Bills getting set to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Again, it's Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen on the move to his left. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, that one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje Perine scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Cook up the gut. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Here's Cook again. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's complete to John Ross.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Here's Pirine. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here we go.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time. And Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This time they'll just keep this on the ground, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway from the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Burrow. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll run it here with Pirine. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that is incomplete. Fabian Moreau got his hand in there and knocked that pass free. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Pirine. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's going to go down again. Ed Oliver in there to drop him in sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This will be fielded at the 17. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. It's Davis. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 62 yards. And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample, finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here we go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest. honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Singletary again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.